Smells good.
Hi, Ken Perrott here. We're here in King George, Virginia with my buddy Colton Jocelyn. How you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good.
Many young hunters cut their teeth in the woods by going out and hunting squirrels. It's an excellent way to teach a young hunter about patience and sitting still and listening and firearm safety and the importance of marksmanship and a whole host of things that just make you a better overall hunter. And I'm a proponent of starting kids slowly and then letting them work their way up to the big game. Now, Colton's 14 years old, and you're a seasoned squirrel hunter, right? When did you start hunting squirrels?
Probably about 9 or 10 years old.
9 or 10. And what did you use when you first started?
Just a 22 rifle.
22? Now, Colton's had some luck recently and got a few eastern gray squirrels in the bag, and he took them with a new Mossberg 715T. It's a cool, some would say tactical gun. Has a lot of AR looking features on it, such as an adjustable stock. It's got a 30 millimeter red dot sight, and it's got a magazine that can hold up to 25 rounds. So it's a lot of fun to shoot. It's a great plinker's rifle, but it's also very successful for you in the woods. What was your impression of it?
I think it was a really cool gun. I mean, some of the things, like, it had no magnification, so it wasn't a good, like, longer range gun, so outside 35 yards or maybe even 40.
Well,
I mean,
that's still a long poke for a squirrel.
Yeah, if you're good.
That's a good shot.
If you're good like me.
Today we're going to be putting together a recipe we call Babyback Squirrels, and it's not because there's any kind of barbecue sauce or grill or smoker involved in this. It's because the squirrels are cooked so tender that they just fall off the bone like the finest baby back ribs. It's a recipe that we first did for Virginia Wildlife Magazine probably 10 years ago. It's really good. We're going to make it in one pot and a Dutch oven, and it's really very simple. Anybody can make this. We're going to use some pearled onions, some white mushrooms, a little bit of seasoning, some chicken stock, and just because we have it, a piece of chicken of the woods wild mushroom. It's an edible mushroom, and we actually found it while we were out squirrel hunting a couple weeks ago. Now, for this video and for the full written recipe, as well as many other wild game recipes, go to www.outdoorsrambler.com. Let's get cooking.
Here you're probably going to want about 1 or 2 squirrels per person, and then what we're going to do here is just start joining them. So what you're going to want to do is take your knife, preferably a sharp, heavy knife that get the job done a little bit easier. But you're basically just want to start going along. You can kind of see the contour of the legs. And then just kind of go along, cut around all the way around the leg. And then what you're going to try to do is just separate the knuckle of the bone. So that shouldn't be too hard. And then for the back, let's cut right along here. There you go. Now we're just going to throw in some olive oil and about a quarter stick of butter to get the squirrels all browned up. Quarter stick of butter. Of dry sherry. You don't need to be that precise. Dash of Cajun seasoning again.
Well, we cooked the squirrel for a couple hours in the oven till it was tender. Keep checking it when it's tender, stir it occasionally. It smells delicious. And we've already got it out of the pot into a bowl. And we've got a mixture of white rice and wild rice, and with some seasoned mixed greens that came out of a can. But who cares, right? It's all good. And we're gonna put this on top of the rice because there's a little bit of liquid, and I'm gonna let Colton have the honors. You get the pick of the litter. The one thing about this dish is that you want to make sure you have plenty of napkins available because it very quickly becomes finger food, and it can get messy, but that's okay.
Not quickly, instantly.
Instantly becomes finger food. You have to watch out when you're adding salt to a dish like this because we added a cup and a half of chicken stock in there, and it wasn't unsalted chicken stock, so there was already quite a bit of salt in the stock.
So you gotta pay attention to stuff like that so you don't overload your dish.
The old saying is you can always add salt, but you can't take it out. Oh, wow, this one's really tender. Wow.
My first one was really tender.
Wow. Babyback squirrels cooked in a sherry chicken stock sauce, mushrooms, onions, kind of down home cooking with a bit of a classical flair. It's really good. Well, good hunting.
Good eating.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Babyback squirrels, the best there is.